have any birthdays or anything that's gonna be important to y'all or to you, I want to say best of wishes. Also, y'all know on Fridays, we always like to get our spirit ignited. And when we get our spirit ignited, we go to the prayer warrior. Good morning, prayer warrior.
Good morning, everybody, and I do have the word for us this morning. Very interested. It says, give up the illusion that you deserve a problem free life. Part of you are still hungering for the resolution to all difficulties, but this is a false hope. In the world, you will have trouble. Instead of seeking perfection in this fallen world, pour your energy into seeking me, the perfect one. It is possible to enjoy me and enjoy me and glorify me in the midst of adverse circumstances. In fact, my light shines most brightly through believers who trust in the dark. What kind of trust? This kind of trust is supernatural. It says, when things seem all wrong, trust me anyway. Through the intimacy of our relationship, you are being transformed from the inside out. As you keep your focus on me, I form you into the one I desire you to be. Your part is to yield to my creative work in you, neither resisting it nor trying to speed it up. Enjoy the temple of a God-breathed life by letting me set the pace. That information can be found in John chapter 16:33, Psalms 112, chapter 2, 4, and 7, and Hebrews chapter 13:15, 2 Corinthians 3 to 18, and Psalms chapter 73, verse 23 to 24. I
All
love
right.
you guys. Thank you. And we are it's just speeding by. Seem like this is
Yes,
amazing. The time is speeding by.
yes, indeedy. I don't
Uh,
know. I don't know where October went, but it sure came and now it's gone. You know, yeah,
wowie.
yeah. So
But
we always thank you for igniting our spirit on a Friday, and I know my spirit be ignited. And I hope all those that's in the sound of our voice, spirit be
right.
ignited also. And with
That's
that, we're gonna say, hey, look, have a blessed day, have a wonderful weekend, and until next Friday, we'll talk to you again.
thanks for the privilege, you guys. I love you guys and stay blessed.
All right. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
I want to say good morning to my co-host Oscar Narcisse, the Soul Doctor, and my other co-host Michael Brown. Hey, he's a co-host that I can't say enough about. You know, both of them are really good co-hosts. One is a troublemaker. One is, and I want to say good morning to on the phone, Paul out of Lake Charles.
Yeah, we gotta hear Paul. We gotta hear Paul. Bring Paul up in our headphone. All right.
It mean love.
AOC
All
and
right.
public television.
All right.
And we want to thank them for their part in this here, giving us this opportunity.
All
And
right,
you as well, brother, the host, main host, brother Wallace Synagogue.
Yes.
all right,
And thank you for giving that voice for Lake Charles.
all right. Thank
You
you.
and Narcisse and brother Mike.
All
Well,
right, all right.
troublemaker Narcisse.
Oh
You,
man.
you know, before we get too far gone, I have an announcement that I was asked to
Announce.
announce on the show this morning, And let me see if I could get it up. It's a health fair, men health fair that's going to be going on, wellness health fair breakfast, Saturday, November the 3rd.
So that's this Saturday.
No, November the 8th. It's
Next
November
Saturday.
the 8th, next Saturday, at Our Lady Queen of Peace. And Brother Guy asked me to announce that because he's really interested in is a cancer health fair for men, you know.
Well, you know, Wallace, a lot of men don't take time to go check the body. And we got a lot of men dying with even breast cancer now. We got black men that's catching breast cancer, man. You know, that's something that was unheard of in the past. And right now it's taking form into men. So we got to check ourselves, man.
Yeah, well, you know, Oscar, a lot of time our body tells us what's wrong with it, but we don't go and check it out.
Yeah.
You know, and that's what makes it so hard on us. You know, we have a lot of things going on. A lot of us trying to make sure our family
It's provided.
is being provided for, and taking the time out to go to the doctor, we might miss helping our family out.
Yes.
But if you don't go to the doctor, somewhere along the line, you can't help your family out.
That's right. The problems get worse.
So what's the times for the health fair?
Let's see.
I think it's
Now-
11 to 3.
It
Did he say?
it says, I know it's up here. It started at 9 o'clock.
Okay.
I think, 9 to 12.
Okay.
And what's the address for those that don't know where it's at?
It's at the church, Queen of Peace Church on Martin Luther King Boulevard. Everybody know where Martin Luther
Not
King
really.
is.
Not really. People from out of town don't know. That's why I was asking for the address.
I don't think they have the physical address, but it's at Queen of Peace Catholic Church. So
But on next Friday, if you tune in, he will be on to explain a little more of what's going on and who all are going to be involved in this, you know, and we'll see what goes on from there. But they don't have a time on here,
okay.
you know. They just got Saturday, November the 8th, at Our Lady Queen of Peace.
Well, we're gonna let him talk about it.
At 8:30 to noon, you know.
We're gonna let him talk about it on next week. Y'all, we got a lot to talk about. Y'all see I got on my Louisiana hat, huh?
Well, I
You
thought it
never
was your
noticed
hair.
that.
I'm
huh?
sorry.
You never noticed that.
I
huh?
saw the black and gray. I just thought maybe it was your hair.
No,
or something.
I got on my Louisiana hat, and unfortunately, I got on my Louisiana hat because our governor is putting his nose into business that he really shouldn't be putting his nose into. I mean, LSU's coach got fired. We don't have a reason as why he got fired, but he got fired, and Jeff Landry made a statement on streaming where he said that he not gonna pick a coach. He's gonna let the president of the United States pick the coach. You know,
Because he likes to win, so
Yeah,
he's gonna
yeah.
pick a winning coach.
Yeah.
You know, and
But-
not just that. You know, they want to put a statue of Charlie Kirk at LSU.
Yeah.
You know, I don't see a reason for that when they're trying to take the statues that of African American black men.
achievement that achieved.
Yeah, down. You know, we have a lot of things. I was listening to what was the Speaker of the House?
Roland,
there?
oh, you talking about Johnson. Mike Johnson.
Mike Johnson.
Yeah.
I was listening to him talk this morning, and they playing the blame game. You know, they blaming the Democrat for shutting things down. But if we go back and remember, before President Trump got in office, the last time, he was chasing President Obama a birth certificate.
Yes.
And he chased it heavy and hard.
Yeah.
And come to find out, President Obama was a citizen
Of the United States. Yes.
Right now, the Republican is chasing Obamacare, the Affordable Health Care Act, and they blame the Democrat for keeping the government shut down.
Well,
but what they're trying to do, Oscar, they're trying to get rid of affordable health care.
That's right.
That's what they're trying to do.
Yes.
You know, because President Trump ran on that the first 4 years that he was in office, and after he got in office, 6 months later, he came out and said it's not as easy
to get rid of it.
As he thought it was, you know. And now they have control of the House, and this is what they're trying to do: force the Democrats to get rid of affordable health care.
It's not going to happen, y'all. It's not going to happen. And people, I looked at that. If that was to happen, you would imagine the high cost of premium when it pertains to the health care.
Ooh, well,
okay. Premium is going to go up.
Everything going to go up. Okay. Everything is going up now.
So we got to fight. We got to continue to fight. You know, I'm seeing things in this world right now that we're living in some critical time. Even with the devastation of Jamaica when it pertains to Hurricane Melissa, you know, Jamaica is devastated. What the United States going to do to help the Jamaican people recover?
Nothing. Let me back up for a second and throw my 2 cents in. We're talking about the Affordable Health Care Act and everything else that's connected to the Senate and the White House. They want they want the Democrats to say we'll open the government if we talk about the ACA, right? What's going to happen is, let's say hypothetically they open it up and you know they end the stalemate with the shutdown and they end the shutdown. There's never ever going to be a discussion about the ACA.
No.
Mm-hmm. And we all know that.
Yeah.
You know, I said this in the last show, and I'll say it again today. The right people have not been affected. Mm-hmm. Once the right people have been affected, then you're going to hear from them, and at that point, the dominoes will start to fall. Mm-hmm. Right now, we are in the minority. They are in the majority. With Trump trying to stack, you know, the House right now with pushing back on trying to get these red states to eliminate the black seats or minority seats.
Yeah, that's crazy.
You know, in what world would this be happening if the Democrats were on the other side doing this? Mm-hmm. Do you know how much how many, I'm trying to keep my words civilized here, but in what world would that happen?
Yeah.
You know, they would cause and cause all kind of chaos, cause all kind of names and whatever, but because it's the Republicans doing it and because they're in the majority, now all these other so-called wannabe MAGA leaders are all on board with this.
Yes.
And that's what get me. You know, I heard a preacher say yesterday that politics should not be in the church. Right? Mm-hmm. So all these Christians that's saying, oh, it's not God-like. Take God out of religion. Yeah. Mm-hmm. God doesn't belong in religion. And if you tell me that if my house is falling down next to yours and you see that I need help, that you're not going to help me prop up my wall so that I can keep the structure over my house for my family, or you're going to let the wall fall. If you let that wall fall, not helping me, guess what? Then you're not Christian.
Right.
But you know, you're not a Christian person. So, you know, we can sit here every Friday, Oscar, and say, you know, man, the world. You know, like Tupac said, I was given this world. I didn't make it.
But you know
Right?
what's, you
So
know
we
what's,
knew we know what's going to happen.
you know what's good, Mike? Right now, what is happening, we know who the enemies are. We know who the people that is not for us. Because guess what? They're exposing their hand.
Yeah, well, the people that's not for us wants to make nuclear weapons.
Yes, they.
And start testing
We know who they
nuclear
are. We know who they are.
weapons. Now, when they test the nuclear weapons, you know, we have air,
Yeah,
and we can't see the air coming.
That's
We
right.
can't see the air going.
yeah.
You know, but guess what? The air is there,
Yeah.
and the air will bring all that nuclear waste or whatever going
Into
on
the environment.
into the environment.
That's right.
And we are part of
Of
the
that.
environment.
Yes, yes.
You know, I'd like to know, after this man is out of office, and let's say, like Coach would say, it's going to be a blue wave. I hope to God, Coach, there is a blue wave, not to punish, the red because of what they're doing, but to set things straight and to put it back on an even keel, right? But what's going to happen to these people like Hexeth and what's his name that's over the border czar, whatever, Tom Holland, whatever his name is. These people are showing their true colors. I like to make.
Well, you know
I
what's
like
going-
to point out to like people, famous people and sayings and this and that or whatever. So I'm going to go back to the old Cyndi Lauper song saying "True Colors."
That's right.
Right. So they're showing their true colors right now.
Yes.
So what happens when they're no longer in power and now things are turned against them? Because they're not always going to walk in a safe environment. They're going to have to go into the grocery store. They have to go into the clothing store.
Well,
the
they're going to go back
restaurants,
into hiding.
and they're going to. Well, you can only hide for so long.
They're going to go back into hiding.
Yeah.
Right. So what's going to happen now, since you've created all this chaos and you no longer have the protection of the badge or the government behind you? What is going to happen?
Go back into
Where are
hiding.
you going to hide from? It's allegedly that they offered him $25,000, for as a bribe. And they try to classify. Well, technically he wasn't in a position to make any deals. It don't make a difference.
Yeah.
If that would have been someone other than, guess what? They'd have been crucified on the media, on every newspaper, on every media outlet that he can't be trusted.
Yeah.
But he's being trusted.
Well, when they moving their lips,
They say anything.
they say anything, and most of it is propaganda.
That's it.
Most of it is deceiving the people. They always talk about the American people. Y'all are not for the American people. Y'all are doing that for yourself.
Pocket.
Against each other.
Pocket.
I always say the biggest war we having is between the Democrat and the Republican.
Two parties.
The two parties system, and don't seem like we could come to the table and negotiate,
Well-
because what the Republican want to negotiate is tear down. What the Democrat want to do is try to leave it like it is or build it up.
Build it up.
Well, on television yesterday, I heard they were talking about how Trump is tearing down the West Wing or
The
whatever
West Wing. The West
to
Wing.
build a ballroom.
For
and,
what?
And they mentioned that underneath the West Wing were the underground bunkers.
Yes.
Right? Okay, well, that's no secret. There's a bunker beneath the White House. Okay, we understand that. We're good with that. But they were saying that there should have been some type of government oversight or some type of procedure in order to just tear it down.
There is always
Well-
a procedure to tear
well-
down any historical
Well,
building.
as you know, everyone on these boards and these positions, and they did this very strategically. They fired
Yeah.
a lot of people that had, and when I said this on the shows a couple of times before, This is my left hand. Don't look at my right hand. That right hand that we don't see, that's where the deals are being made.
Yeah.
And then when he starts saying we're going to tear down the West Wing, but hold up, what did so and so say? Well, so and so is on board because I've already put them there ahead of time.
You're right.
So that's what's happening. So when they put this person in, he says, well, no, honestly, I looked at everything, and the only thing that we have to govern is how it's being built.
Mm-hmm.
We can't say no, you can't tear it down because of historical reasons. Or he did not care. He put someone in, like I said, sleight of hand. Look to your left, don't look to your right. And when you don't look to the right, that's where all the behind the scene deals are being made, and all the pawn pieces have been put in place. Right? Yes, it's an okie doke. We keep saying it's an okie doke. This is strategic with these people of how they're dismantling the government. He's getting what he wants because they are figuring out the pawn pieces before they even make a decision or let you know what they're about to do. We don't see it coming because our eyes are closed, and they're still closed. Because when I say our eyes still closed, because they still trust in this man.
Well,
I don't think people trust in him.
Well,
he lost the trust in America.
I disagree with you on that.
I do as well.
Let's put it on a 50-50 basis. 50% agree, 50% don't agree. So now we still have that tug of war, you know, and we could say 60-40, you know.
But I don't see. Listen to me, y'all. I don't see that many people agreeing with Trump. I think what's happening is, unfortunately, because the American people is not standing up like they're supposed to be standing up, I think that's why he's causing all the altercations.
Okay, well, let's do this. Brother Paul, you know, you was in Baton Rouge on Monday. Did you see a lot of people there to disagree with what's going on?
Is Paul still there? I don't
Paul.
think Paul not there.
Paul. He always fall asleep.
Yeah.
He fall asleep in between time.
So my question would be,
I ain't sleeping.
Well,
Answer the question.
Answer the question.
Oh, I didn't hear the question. Go ahead.
Yeah, you was asleep if you didn't hear the question. But anyway, hey, look, you went to the rally on Monday, you know, and I know you was there because I heard a lot of good things about you on last night that you was there, and people was happy to meet you, you know. What you think about the rally that went on Monday? Did they have a whole lot of people there, or?
But what I can tell you, brother, is maybe it'll start something greater to happen. First of all,
hold on, brother Paul. Hold on, brother Paul. We got a call coming in.
Okay,
Good morning.
I'll come back there. Go ahead.
Good morning, caller. Welcome to the Community Matters Show.
Yes, good morning, guys. Good morning. Yes. So, guys, I'm calling this morning to discuss with y'all a couple of things, and I'm not going to do much of discussion. I'm going to mention some things to y'all, then I'm going to hang up, and we are all going to listen to y'all response. Okay. I want to start with SNAP benefits, food stamp, and government assistance. I want y'all to tell us what y'all know about how this is done, or either how it's done or if it's done in places like in England, the United Kingdom. I want y'all to tell us what y'all know about how theirs is done, or if they have it at all. Pull it up on your phone, read it, talk about it. Do China too. Pull up China. Read what they do for their citizen or what they don't do for their citizen. Talk about it. Pull it up with your phone. Tell us about it. Okay, now, we're in a situation where we could be talking about LSU and what's going on over there in Baton Rouge at Tiger Stadium and with LSU athletics. We could be doing that. Big topic in the United States, LSU and athletics, big topic. But I don't want to talk about that. We've done that. We've been talking about that. But I don't want
Me
to talk
neither.
about that. Right now, what we need to be talking about is what you say, community matters. And in my opinion, what matters in a community is people. You know, you can think about everything in a community, like trees, like rocks, like streets, pavement, asphalt, houses, telephone poles, you know, school buses. You know, you can think of a lot of things. Buildings, construction trucks, everything that man needs to build something. You can think about it. But those things there aren't the most important thing. Right now, we have a situation in our country, and all of us together can't figure this out. This is unbelievable. Let me say this. Right now, we got our federal workers that work at Angola, that work in Evangeline Parish, at them federal prisons, and those people are busting their behinds, and those people haven't gotten their paycheck. I know some of them. Maybe y'all might too. I know some of them personally. And I think that that's BS. Okay? We have a situation, a standoff between two parties, which this country seems to always have had only two parties, the Democrats and the Republicans. Where we are now with this is a joke. I would rather work with kindergartners up until 12th graders, and I have, than mess around with this so-called government system of ours, of the Democrats and the Republicans. They both make me sick. I'm saying this with passion. I'm not angry. No, this is not anger. This is passion. With passion, let me continue. Let me hit y'all with a few more. Our children right now, they woke up this morning and yesterday, and they got a chance to feel the first bits of cold weather. It's coming. It's going to get worse. Yes, the cold weather coming is going to get worse, and bills are going to go up higher because of all the reasons cold weather does. It makes bills go up. Those children right now, most of them, they don't know what's happening.
Okay,
We can
Coach.
play a game if we want, but most of the children,
Okay,
from
Coach.
kindergarten to 12, they don't know what's really going on.
Okay, Coach.
Some of this don't matter to them.
Coach.
They don't even keep up with them.
All right.
Let me finish. Hold up. I'm about to get off. I'm going to close with this. Brothers, community matters. Yes, it does. But one thing that I'm not hearing from nobody, what is the solution? Because all the rhetoric that everybody is saying a waste of damn time.
Well,
Find out our solution, put it out there, and let's get something done, and let's cut out the shenanigans. Everybody.
All right.
all right,
Hands
Coach.
up.
We got you. Thank you, Coach.
All right. All right. What we need to understand, Coach, is that we in the shenanigan because people didn't exercise their right to vote the right way. Okay? So that's why we in the shenanigans.
Okay. Good morning, caller. Welcome to the Community Matter Show. Would turn your TV down, please. Caller.
Hello?
Good morning, caller.
Let's look like they don't want to say
Yeah.
that. But you know, Wallace, I hear the anger in his voice, but one thing we got to understand is that we're in the shenanigans because we got people that didn't exercise their right to vote the right way.
And they got people, Oscar, that's pushing against you going out and exercise
That's
your
right.
right to vote.
That's right.
You know,
So-
and that's the part that's hurting
Upsetting,
us.
yeah.
Yeah, it's hurting us more than anything.
Yeah.
We need to be, all of this voting need to be a household word. We're going to go to the caller. Good morning, caller. Welcome to the Community Matter Show.
Yeah, good morning, guys.
Good morning.
Look, I heard that caller call and say that we in a shenanigan.
All right.
But we're not in the shenanigans. It's the people that runs this government in the shenanigans.
Yeah.
You know, if we would wake up and realize that these politicians that we are voting for is managers over us. Whether you're Republican or Democrat, and I heard the North Sea guys say that we didn't vote for the right people. If we would have voted for Kamala, it still would have been the same thing, just as not as faster. Now, any one of you guys who can tell me what voting has done for black people, besides saying that it allowed us to vote, because look like every law that's legislated is against the black people who always help in this country, disrespect them. And until we realize about politics, which is if you don't have a business, you shouldn't be voting against your own interests. This is the problem with us as black people. We take the algorithm and follow it without going to do our own research.
That's right.
These black politicians and all these people y'all bring on the show who in behalf of the politics, working for the government. Their job is to convince us that we got to go vote against our own interests. You know, I used to be an advocate for voting until I saw them building juvenile detention homes for our children. Instead of educating them, they want to incarcerate them.
Yes.
And yet we still got black politicians come on shows like y'all and sell the lie and sell the narrative, and we get excited like voting got power. Voting does not have no power, because every time we are voting, we're giving up our consent to their contempt. And that's black, brown, red, yellow, whatever color you choose. The government got each culture in their system to make sure everybody participates in this scam. And I don't knock the people who go and get educated and tell you that these people going to help us if you get educated and you get indoctrinated and go to church and all that. None of this has been happening for us since we've been in the system, from religion to politics. But we're always going to sell that narrative like we got to participate or something going to happen to us.
Well, you know, Carla,
We've been participating,
well,
and everything been happening to us.
you know, Carla, I agree with a lot of what you're saying,
But I just-
you know, and I have to disagree with some of it because we are not educating ourselves. This is what the Community Matters show is all about, trying to educate you. And far as politicians coming on this show, you know, I'm not a fan of it, but if they need to come on and explain the lies that they are all about, I'll let them come on and explain the lies and try to.
But it's up to you as a citizen to understand the lies and to see what it is and call it what it is and make proper decisions with your own mind.
But it's up to us to stop the lies, because if we're allowing people to come lie on our platforms, we part of the lie now.
No, people
And
lie.
look, I
People,
understand. I'm not telling y'all what to do. I'm just telling y'all I've been listening to y'all for a while. And I never heard one of y'all say nothing about what voting has done for black people.
Yeah.
White people don't even have democracy, which they're seeing right now with their North King's March. It's too late. When black people was trying to wake white people up to help with our protests against our rights, they said, pull our bootstrap up. And now Trump is taking their boots in their straps. And look, the Democrats do the same damn thing.
Yes.
So all we got to do as black people is wake us up, and you say educate, but educate ourselves with knowledge about what hurts us and what helps us.
Amen.
Being in this government does not help us. And to anybody, and like I said, to anybody who's been in government, ask them what it has done for black people besides giving us the right to so-called vote. Nobody can answer that question.
Well-
Why? Because there is none, but we'll sell that narrative. Even the Democratic Party came out at the beginning of the year saying they're going to spend $20 million to get their Negroes back on the plantations. And we buying right into it.
Well, you know,
Because nothing can help us if majority rules. Two blacks cannot change no policy.
well,
They
no,
can tell us what we got to do in our district with our own tax dollars, and we listen to it and play the game.
well,
And
you
we
know,
expect people to respect us?
you know, Carla, I feel like this here because we are not educated. This is where voter aptitude come in at. You know,
Mr. Wallace, you've been saying we're not educated. Maybe you're not educated on that. And that's
No,
why I'm
no,
trying to
no,
tell
no,
you,
no.
Not everybody is not educated in politics, but politics is about business. And they tell you every day, politics is about business, and their business is politics. How much
politics.
education you need to understand common sense?
Politics is about money that is to be allocated in certain areas. That's what politics is about.
When it comes to the black area, it always be allocated to something else. And we find black politicians who compromise to what them white folk want to give us back.
And that's what we got to understand, and that's why we got to change the people that we put to represent us.
But you're putting the people to represent you in a system that was created to keep black folks down. That don't make sense to me. You're going to keep going to a drug dealer thinking he's going to give you a drug that's going to get you off of drugs?
So, that's foolish. That's foolish. You don't... So you saying don't do nothing?
That's what y'all not understand. That's
foolish in itself.
I'm just telling you what my belief is.
Yeah, I know. All right, we're not gonna stop your belief, but we want to understand.
But you wrong. I'm trying to tell y'all, it's not about being educated in politics because there's no education in politics. Look, all the dummies trying to deny, and black people got to have degrees and all kind of certificates to get the job, and white people can just get in there and do dumb things, and the Democratic Party never says nothing. Look, this government shutdown. Y'all talked about that.
Well, but listen.
That is illegal.
I know, but listen. The government shut down, and the Congress still getting paid. These people still getting paid.
Okay,
I mean, so listen.
Paid and the people who voted for them getting paid. So how much common sense do you need to know about being educated with politics? Politics is about business, but they need the people's consent to rob them. And every day you go to these voting polls, when you vote, you're saying that you're a weak person and that you cannot govern yourself. So how black people can get up off their feet and still believe that the government who enslaved us going to give us our freedom? That makes sense to y'all?
No, sir. But listen, what we're gonna do is
go ahead and sell your corruption. Go ahead on.
Thank you for your call.
We thank you. People not to participate in the vote. That's part of the deal. That's not the whole thing. Right. Voting is the start of it. Citizenship.
Yeah,
and the
well,
other thing is citizenship.
You know,
that's opposed citizenship.
The guy
so he suggests we do nothing, just sit on our hands.
No, we can't just sit down and not do anything. We gotta understand and educate ourselves on how to do better.
You know, the old saying goes, if you ain't in it, you can't win it.
No.
You know, and the thing of it is, we need to start educating the people that's going out to vote. Voting got to be good, because if it wasn't good, they wouldn't be trying to take it away from us.
That's a food talk. You don't need them kind of people.
Wallace, we got to pray. And one thing we got to understand, people, I know this caller, we need to understand that by doing nothing, you achieve nothing.
Nothing.
In order to achieve something, you have to fight.
You have to do something.
You have to do something.
When good people sit back idle and do absolutely nothing,
well,
evil tend to overflow us all.
Yeah,
right now,
he's just one person.
Yeah, right
convince.
He got he's trying to opinion, but that's the kind of foolish we don't need to talk with.
Let me say
now,
this.
The other thing is, he talking all that stuff like, he got an answer. Why he don't rub off? He don't have to accept these mediocre people.
Brother, let me say this. I appreciate the caller calling in.
We do,
because this is what this show
is about.
Was meant to do, was to get the community involved, to start a dialogue, let people come across with their opinions, and this is his opinion. I understand where he's coming from, and he's right. In certain points, it is a rigged system. I've been in the system, so I know exactly what he's talking about.
But in order to change
let me finish.
Yeah.
So, and I understand the terminology that he used, and I understand when he talked about what education that you need, because, like he said, we can go and get all the degrees and all the certifications that we want, but they, out of high school, jump in, slide in, and get the positions either the same as or higher with better pay. So I understand what he's saying, but a lot of people died, though, in order for us to be where we are with voting. Yeah. So we need to continue to do that.
All right. Good morning, caller. Welcome to the Community Matter Show. Good morning, caller. Welcome to the Community Matter Show.
Yeah, tell Reverend Brown he's the sellout that always get on people's show to sell some narrative for him to get a check in his church
Reverend
that
Brown.
he don't even have. So
Who's that?
I'm not the
Call him
sellout.
do that.
He is. So tell Reverend Brown he know me real good. And that's what I do. I talk about people like this to expose
Well,
y'all
you-
that they don't face.
Well, if you know you real good,
That's not Reverend Brown.
Who is Reverend Brown? I don't know that.
that's Reverend Brown.
That's not Reverend Brown.
I know him. He's that old guy from New Orleans that's been telling narrative to black folks. He sold out a long time ago.
No, you got the
Well-
wrong. You got the wrong person.
Well-
Tell me that in person.
You must be selling out, because you talk you talking.
Hold up. We don't want to go to the show.
Sir, let me tell you something. I don't know who Reverend Brown is. I'm not a reverend. I've never.
Well-
I'm not from New Orleans. I don't know. You haven't mixed up with someone.
Well, he
else,
got.
so.
Listen,
He's not gonna call this show
But-
and dictate.
I know, but understand
what
this.
have to go on it.
But let me make
You
y'all
know,
understand this.
He need to open his line on his show and let the dialogue go down.
All right,
but he don't open a line up.
This is what I want to say, caller. Listen, caller. You have your own way of thinking. And if your own way of thinking worked for you, then go ahead on and do what you need to do. Okay? But understand, we have to educate people on how to stand up, and we in the condition that we in because there was some people that was misinformed and miseducated. Okay? And if you think Trump or the governor, Jeff Landry, have anything good to give you,
Shame on you.
shame on you.
I don't think that's what he's saying.
Well,
I
but
don't-
in a sense, that's what he's saying. He believed
No,
that we just
no.
need to sit down and do nothing.
that's not-
you know.
that's not
And,
what
and
he-
people died to give us the right to vote, Mike.
Well,
and I'm always back that up.
That I agree and understand, but I don't think that's what he's saying.
Well,
Yeah,
he's
I
talking
think-
about
but-
the people.
Let
I
Mike
think
finish.
that like he said, he used to advocate for voting until he saw what he saw. That, in his opinion, opened his eyes. That no matter what you do, we're still going to fall short, because there's always going to be people who's going to think that they know what they need to do for us rather than asking us.
I advocated for voting.
We are.
And I found out that there was a corruption in voting when people was paid $10 to
But that ain't nothing
vote.
new. That ain't
You
nothing
know,
new.
and but you know,
Good morning, caller. Welcome to the Community Matter Show.
Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
Can y'all hear me?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Good morning, brothers. I see y'all at it again. Y'all back at work, huh?
Oh, it's definitely a workout.
Y'all probably know this. Y'all friend from Appaloosa. Listen, the brother that has problem with the voting, about thinking that voting is a lost and a waste of time, especially for black people, he has a right to his opinion.
Yes, he
And
does.
we disagree with that opinion. But we have to look as a whole.
That's right.
When we look at the amount of black leaders we have, right now we fight for congressional seats. Yes, our white brothers will donate to those seats all day long, but you won't ever get one of them to go stand in line and fight for the seat.
Right.
They'll let us get the seat and buy back.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now that don't work for every politician.
Damn,
You
that's
all
what
know, and I know,
God damn it, I forgot.
the black community, we have to put a limit on what the amount of money a black candidate can raise. Then we will get some justice.
Amen.
We have black people right now that are representing black communities that have never had a human rights argument or civil rights discussion.
Mm-hmm.
You're looking at LSU, black people line up to go support LSU. Their points, they say we're going to give the black assistant coach, we're going to give him leadership. Within 24 hours, they changed it already. They're looking to give another guy $200 million to go do the job. They never give the man the opportunity to see if he can bring the team forward. We are so caught up into entertainment. We like monkeys on the string. If you watch Roots, Phil plays for them all night, but he still had to go in the field the next morning. That's what we are.
Mm-hmm.
We're sharecroppers. We are the most used people on the planet.
Amen.
We're the most used people on the planet. Oh, we think education gonna get us through. Politics is gonna get us through. You know what's gonna get us through? Unity and dollars and cents.
Yes.
We can talk all that talk we want. I'm a black businessman. I hear these black preachers up here talking all this talk. But when they get ready to build a $1 million church, I can't sit to the table with them. I don't know enough. And a lot of the guys that's building these churches can't walk and chew gum. I not only have to know my business, I have to know it well.
Oh,
Amen.
very well.
But the black church is right there in Lafayette. I was called to go talk to them when they saw I was a black man. They didn't even want to talk. and to let those people just take it to the cleaners for millions. In San Andreas Parish, they've been in 2 schools right now, $60 million. 99% of these children in these charter schools, even the trailer trash, what people call trailer trash, which nobody's trailer trash, in those 2 charter schools, you ain't got 50 white students. But that $60 million that's gone back to the Trump supporters.
Amen.
But we, even the panel here, when do we speak out against them, though? We can speak out against those that don't want to go forward. That's simple. If you had the last $20 in your pocket Saturday morning, and you needed that $20, would you put $10 to go put gas to go vote, or you gonna go buy groceries for your children? This is the predicament that our people are in. It ain't about them not voting. It's about not being represented once they are voted.
Right. Once they cast their vote.
The whole story.
Let me. I've said this on the show before when I was at UL, and one of the courses that I remember taking, and in the course it said, a politician will fight to get elected, but once they're in, they fight to keep their job.
Yeah.
That's right.
Right. So it moves from the people's corner or the people's court.
To his court.
That once he gets in, now it's all about me continuing to sit in this seat.
Can I make this comment and
Go
I'll
ahead,
look
sir.
it up there?
Go ahead.
You have the people on crack and the people go to the camp house, they have the same addiction.
Yeah.
Whatever it takes to go to the crack house, we keep it. Whatever it takes to go to the camp house, we keep it.
That's right. That's right.
I was the biggest black business in my parish for 15 years. You know who fought to take me down?
Us.
My people.
Yes.
Propaganda campaign. My people.
Yes.
Because guess what? Their buddies at the camp house didn't like me. I go into a bank one day, the white banker tells me, your name is at every campfire. I got, they investigated me for drug dealing. I bought $1 million worth of property cash one year. And guess what? Guess what the result was?
He was a drug dealer.
My jobs telling the people, y'all out here in this hospital and got this Negro getting rich in air conditioning.
Yeah.
But guess what? When do we speak out against that? These Negroes go genuflect in these Catholic church every Sunday. Go genuflect. And if slavery was here tomorrow, they'd be the first one with slaves.
And use that old dirty holy water to make sign of the cross.
Well. Listen, y'all. Carla, we appreciate you calling. We really do.
Thank y'all,
Well,
brother.
thank you for bringing the tone down.
You're not going to have everybody to agree with y'all.
No, we know that.
No.
Stop doing what you're doing.
Yeah.
But don't ban others' opinion. Because
Yes.
some people are living with hurt.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well,
That call, he's been disappointed by people.
yes.
Yeah.
That is his way of venting.
Well, he might have not been disappointed by people. He might have been disappointed of himself.
Well.
You know, at one time or
Well, no.
another.
Well, it's
It could be
Yeah.
a variety.
Yeah, it could
But
be a
let me
variety.
say this. I personally have a lot of commercial properties. When we started to move in San Andreas Parish, every major political rally was on my properties.
Amen.
I haven't made a dollar in the political arena yet. Not $1. And I've never asked for a dollar.
Thank you.
Thank you. You know.
God bless y'all, man.
All right. Thank you.
Yeah, same to you, brother.
Listen, you know, I
got
want to.
somebody on the line.
Yeah.
We got somebody on the line.
Good morning, caller. Welcome to the Community Matter Show.
Yes. Hey, my brothers, I apologize for calling again. This is Coach. But I want us to now begin again. Let's talk about what is the solution to this federal government shutdown. If we can come up with that, that would be great.
It'd be great.
Let's talk about some solutions.
Some solution. You know the biggest solution, Coach. You know the biggest solution that we need. Togetherness, coming together. That's the biggest solution that we need.
Sacrifice.
Let me ask you this. Here's my question. Coming together to do what?
To change the political, coming together to change the political arena. We need to clean up. We need to clean up the people that we have representing us because they're not doing a good job. Coach, coming together to change the political arena is what we need to do.
I understand. Let me ask you this. How do we do it?
We go out and vote. We get people who want to represent us to do the job, and we hold them accountable. Right now, we don't have people that is being held accountable. All people is doing is putting money in their pocket, Coach, and running away from the American people.
And
Well,
they
let me
got
ask
good
you this
people.
question. Here's another question that comes up with what you're saying. Okay, so we're voting for people that are not doing what they promised.
Let's get them out.
They're looking for themselves, is what you said. And now we have to do something about those people.
That's
because
right.
They're in office.
We got to get them out. We got to vote to get them out. We got to find a way to get them out, Coach. We got
Okay,
to.
so that means we have to get people to campaign against them, to run against them, and we need to support that other person that runs against them. Correct?
That's amen. And number one, Coach, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. Hold up. Listen to what I'm going to tell you. Right now, we can get petition signs to get rid of some of these people. How many people trying to vote to get petition signs to get rid of the bull crap that is going on?
Not a one. Not a
what
one.
you just said, I haven't heard that in quite some time.
That's what we need to do, Coach.
That's called when a politician is not doing what the promise made by the politician, then the voters got a right to all sign up on a petition
To get him out.
The petition those folks in Baton Rouge to come and have this person removed.
Amen.
And have another election with other people to replace and take their seats. Is that what you're saying?
Amen.
Well, Coach, let me say
That is the answer.
Let me.
Yeah.
Let me-
These are the things, y'all. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Ignorance
Is no excuse.
a word
Is
that a
no
lot of
excuse.
people- we speaking about our people. Ignorance is a word that a lot of our people don't understand the definition of ignorance. So you see, that's why I'm asking you all to explain how to do this.
Well-
and I just gave you the explanation.
And listen, how you take stupid. Listen, how you take stupid out of stupid. But Coach, look, we coming to our final hour. You know, we appreciate the calls.
Well, look, y'all talk about it, guys. That's what I want to hear.
All right.
Okay.
We gotta solve this- we gotta
All
solve
right,
this problem
Coach.
in DC.
We coming to our final hour. You know, we thank you. We thank all the callers.
I got to take a break.
Yeah, well, you know, we coming to our final hour. We hope that we brought something interesting to you guys. Mike, you got a closing statement on this hour?
Yeah, I agree with the caller that everybody has an opinion, and it's that person's right to have the opinion and to expound on his opinion. But now let's not make this a yelling match and say, you know, I'm against you, you're against me. No, and like one of the callers said, the person that called that was, you know, that felt disappointed or was disappointed. You know, we don't have an issue with your opinion, but it's just that your opinion.
Yeah.
There's no way in the world I'm going to advocate for anyone not to go out and vote, right?
Me
But that's
neither.
your opinion, and you know you were one of the ones that used to advocate until you saw some things that hurt your heart, and I hope that he's just speaking from his heart because a lot of us don't.
Well,
You know,
if
we
you-
speak from the head rather than the heart, and I don't have a problem with that. But that should not stop you from
Being who you are. and
being who
doing
you
what-
are, and that's what this show is
Okay.
about.
All right, you guys. We hope to see you back in the next hour. 11 o'clock. We'll be here.
a chance here to not destroy another piece of historic and artistic value, but to rescue and relocate it.
And so since this is a gateway and a major entry into the downtown, it just seemed really a superb location for it to be very highly visible to the public and sitting in front of the library as it does. So it really fits well, and so we're really pleased with the way it looks like it's going to turn out.
The next step is we're going to have a plasterer come in and fill in some of the busted up plaster on the outside. Then we have an Eagle Scouts group come in and paint and seal it and do a little landscaping. And then on October 1st, we'll do a little rededication ceremony with Kathy and all the other dignitaries involved here present. And of course, we're going to honor the artists, the 3 artists that built this piece in the first place. So I think it's a wonderful effort, and I'm very happy that it's come to a great completion today.
People couldn't see my potential, so I had